Hi, I'm Mia and I'm a primary mental health worker and I work within Hampshire CAMHS. In this video, we're going to think about some quick tips and tricks to help support us to get a good night's sleep. Firstly, what does sleep optimization even mean? This means different practices and habits that are necessary to have a good night's sleep and to allow full daytime alertness. Tip 1. The bedroom. It's important to make sure the room is relaxing for you. It may be that you have your own ideas as a young person about what is relaxing for you. Is it that you have a certain teddy available, for example, that's helpful for you? And it's really important that your bedroom is a space for sleeping and that you have separate zones for playing and learning, for example. We appreciate that space can be a luxury, but just having a designated desk as the space for homework can be really helpful. Lighting. Make the room dark. You might want to use blackout curtains, as too much light can disrupt melatonin production, and that's a hormone that we have which is needed for sleepiness. Technology. It might be helpful to turn off all screens and LED displays an hour before bed. Technology gives off blue light and this can disrupt our hormone melatonin. Noises from our phones can also be distracting and very tempting to look at when we're trying to get to sleep. Temperature. It's also helpful to think about the temperature of our room. If we're too hot or too cold, we won't sleep soundly. Around 16 to 18 degrees is ideal. Tip 2. The bed. Our beds are also so important for us to prioritise. We can spend up to 10 hours a day, especially if we're a teenager. So if we're doing something for such a lengthy period of time, it's vital that our bed is comfortable. If it's too firm, our hips and shoulders are under a lot of pressure, and if it's too soft, our body can sag, which is bad for our back. Tip 3. Diet. It's worth thinking about our diet as well. Sometimes what we tend to find is more brown foods like brown rice, pasta, and bread can be really helpful. And it's also important to avoid stimulants before bed. What I mean by stimulants are things like energy drinks and caffeine, as they can give us lots of energy when we're due to sleep. Tip 4. Exercise. Consider the exercise routine too. If we exercise too close to bedtime, this can disturb our sleep, as it makes us feel more alert and then it's harder to get to sleep. Exercising earlier is best, but more gentle yoga exercises before bed might help to relax us and give us less energy. And if we do these routinely, they can become part of our routine and it gives our body a signal that it's time to relax and rest. Tip 5. Lifestyle. It's really important that we encourage a regular bedtime routine and sleep pattern. It's really helpful if we go to bed when we feel tired and stick to that routine of getting up at the same time every day, even at weekends, whether we still feel tired or not. If we still feel tired and we need more sleep, our bedtimes can gradually be moved to an earlier time. If we have a solid bedtime routine, this allows our body to wind down and do the same things at similar times each night, so this will signal to the brain that it will soon be time for sleep. Also, it's really important that we try not to nap during the daytime, as this can then make it harder for us to get to sleep at night. I mentioned stimulants just a moment ago. Caffeine, fizzy drinks and energy drinks are really important to try to avoid before bedtime. Tip 6. Modelling. These things we've spoken about, it's really important that we stick to them as adults as well. We know that one of the best ways our children and young people learn new behaviours is observing from others. So it's really important that we try and model these behaviours ourselves. For example, if we tend to go to bed late and we use blue light through screens to fall asleep, this can model to our children that this is a really healthy pattern. So it's really important that we practice modelling good sleep optimization with our children and young people so they can embed techniques into their own routine. Practicing this as parents too is also helpful in promoting our own self-care as parents. We appreciate sleep and basic self-care can be really difficult at times, so it's important that we prioritise this. If you're concerned as a parent or carer, we recommend keeping a sleep diary, and this will look at what our children and young people are doing all the way up until their bedtime. For example, what are they eating? What are they drinking? What are they doing before bed? And how long does it take them to settle? From this sleep diary, you might start to notice links and patterns and identify, for example, that maybe an earlier dinner works better, or changing from a morning shower to an evening one helps to wind down. Or is it maybe that sleep's being impacted around anxiety to do with school? For example, is it on a Sunday night where you notice that sleeping is worse and it's harder to settle? Thank you for listening. We hope you found this video helpful. Please take a look on our Hampshire CAMS website for other videos, and we've also done one other video around sleep and sleep optimization.